We're not out of it yet, but as more people get vaccinated and restrictions ease, the new business landscape will change for agencies. So some firms who have been slammed will see things start to even out, and others in certain verticals will see increased activity. So watch this episode for 3 tips that apply to both these scenarios to help you drive more new business. Hey, welcome to 3 Takeaways, your agency new business video series where we focus on one new business category and give you 3 takeaways to help improve your new business program. Okay, I'm Lee McKnight Jr. with RSW. Now, I mentioned in our last episode, we have all the presentations from our February RSW Agency New Business Virtual Conference available individually for purchase now. And you can download those at the link in the description. So, for today's episode, I want to focus on our session titled A Look Under the Hood. It was a panel with leading agency and PR thought leaders. Now, I moderated this panel with Drew McClellan, Jenny Dietrich, and Chip Griffin, and some key points from that panel make up our 3 Takeaways episode today. Okay, so we're in a place now where vaccination rates are increasing, restrictions are easing. We're not out of it yet, of course, but from a new business standpoint, we've been entering a new phase where your prospects have been and will continue to start pulling the trigger on pause projects or going from planning phase to execution on projects and campaigns. So I hesitate to call it a COVID boom at this point, too early, but you should be planning for what coming out of COVID means for new business. So your first takeaway, work beyond the order taker mentality. We talk about this during our conference panel, but the nose to the grindstone, taking the client, orders and then moving to the next project and doing it all over again, it's got to evolve, looking to the rest of 2021. It was something that had to be done, still needs to be done, but in order to land and expand, which we talked about a few episodes ago, you've got to take a step back and show your clients all you can do, all you have to offer. And one way to do that, I bet you haven't tried this, was mentioned by Jenny Dietrich during the panel. I thought it was great, so I'll let Jenny explain in a brief clip from our panel.
And now looking into 2021, it seems like to me, and tell me if you all agree, that some of these firms, and this is hard to do, but you got to step back and not be the order taker and show these clients that you can do other things beyond just, bam, I got that done, now I got this done, all the tactical pieces, so that when it is head up, you're still around and you've shown value beyond that.
One of the things we talked about in the Spin Flex community, like maybe a week and a half ago, is that very thing where people have become in the last 11 months so accustomed to taking orders and doing projects and getting that work done that they're trying to figure out how to evolve that. And, this is just one solution that we discussed, but one of the things that we do is we write a really specific statement of work. And we say, here's everything that's included and here's everything that's not. But it gives the opportunity for the client to see that while we're doing this over here, we can also do this. It's not included in this project or retainer, however they're paying us, but we do, and it continues to show up every month on their invoice. So they see, oh, well, if I am going to minimize the number of agencies that I'm working with, I know that we can use these guys for this stuff because it's showing up in my statement of work and in my contracts and my letter of agreements on my invoices every month. And that gives us an opportunity to start to say, okay, we can take our heads up and go, we can actually look at it from this perspective.
All right, yes, I love that advice. Okay, let's go to the second takeaway, and that's from Drew McClellan. Second takeaway is this: make content creation collaborative. Try saying that quickly several times.
That is kind of a tongue twister.
A question came up in the panel from an attendee to our thought leaders. They asked, who creates your content? Okay, and Drew answered, he does it, but he has help, but he segued into agencies and the fact that it really should be a partner or owner that drives that content train. Reason being, if anyone else at the firm is driving it and they get a better job offer one day, your content machine is gone. Now that may seem a little bit cynical, but it is a reality. So I think there is a balance, however, and I've talked before about having an agency-wide culture of new business. Now, it's very hard to have a one-person new business show, so collaborating with others in the firm is really important. But to Drew's point, the partners or a partner, they need to be a driving force. All right, your third and final takeaway, and I'm pilfering this directly from Drew, be interesting until they get interested. I love this, and I wish I'd come up with it. Agencies, they did a great job with content throughout the pandemic. It's going to be hard to keep that up. But the frenetic pace of the last year, for a lot of agencies, with work coming in, it will even out. And those verticals who kind of got hurt, got a little waylaid, they'll be coming back. But as Drew points out, we have no way to force a prospect to hire us until they're ready. Now, I remind agencies when that topic comes up, you can't manufacture opportunities. Timing really is everything. So you have to remain interesting until they get interested, as Drew points out. And that could be 3 weeks away, or 3 months away, or 3 years away. So you have to continually show your POV and provide value in your prospecting and in your content. All right, hope this was a helpful episode. As I mentioned, all of our 2021 New Business Conference sessions are available in the description link below. Thanks, and see you next time.